Please join me for the 10 must-sees at the Valley of Fire State Park. Alright, so I'm at the off-ramp of Valley of Fire. And at the off-ramp you can get gas here and food. It's Indian owned, so there's no taxes. So things are like 70 cents cheaper for gas and a lot cheaper inside the store. And then we'll head down this road to Valley of Fire. Alright, welcome to the Valley of Fire State Park. Alright, looks like it's $10 to get in. No drones. Alright, we made it into the valley. Take a look at these beautiful rock formations. All of these formations in the Valley of Fire consist of bright red Aztec sandstone outcroppings, nestled in gray and tan limestone mountains. Basically, these are ancient sand dunes from the Jurassic period over 150 million years ago. The sandstone we see today is a remnant of the sand left behind by the wind after the inland sea subsided while the land was uplifted by tectonic forces, then further eroded by more water and wind. The red color is due to the presence of iron oxide and hematite. Now the rock formations over to my left, they're called beehives. These beehives are sandstone formations which show an excellent example of geologic crossbedding, which means the layers were deposited over millions of years ago during different times to form the creations we see today. The grooves in the beehives indicate the angle of the water or the wind that was moving over them while the material was forming. And we have three great examples of these beehives here in the Valley of Fire. So please take some time to appreciate the little shrubs and bushes. The creosote bush, or the Laria tridentata, this plant was essential to the Native Americans for structural use like huts and weapons, as well as providing exceptional medicinal and health benefits. The Ambrosia dumosa, while providing no health benefits, it does give us very pretty flowers in spring. Desert mistletoe is a hemi-parasitic plant that gets its water and nutrients from its host shrubs and trees. Now, its host is mostly the mesquite tree of our Mojave Desert. Beavertail cactus, or Opuntia basilaris, is a type of prickly pear that gives us very pretty flowers in spring and tasty fruits in summer. Teddy bear cholla, or Cylindropuntia bigelovii, is a cholla cactus nicknamed the jumping teddy bear, since it has very fuzzy-looking stems that provide a very impenetrable defense. And finally, our jumping cholla, or Cylindropuntia fulgida, which has the greatest range of all the chollas in Sonora and the southwestern United States. All right, so here is our petrified log. Now this tree, it grew probably miles and miles away and was brought here by floodwaters. There was buried under thousands of feet of silt, and the silt then solidified and became this log, which is actually basically a rock or a stone. Hey, so now we're looking at Rainbow Vista. For this site, park at the turnout for Rainbow Vista, just a few miles past the visitor center, and then you are blown away by these landscapes painted in whites, yellows, and pinks. Now there's a trail loop, but be careful since the trail isn't well marked and some footprints, they go off in the wrong directions. Now it does get hot out there, so take plenty of water. Here's the starting point for the 1.5 mile round trip trail to Fire Canyon Lookout Point. It's a pretty easy trail, runs flat the whole way with just a couple of rocky obstructions you need to climb over. The trail is really just an old stream bed which bends around a narrow, sheer-walled passageway filled with boulders. Now make sure you take the side trip down to Mouse Tank and check out the ancient Indian pteroglyphs etched into the walls. Now the red sand here is super refined, almost like a fine clay or silt due to the years of erosion from the stream. Now once you get to the end, it's an amazing view of Fire Canyon. All right, well that trail was pretty fun. I highly recommend it if you're up here. Don't miss it. this is called Arch Rock. And you can tell because of the arch. Now, Arch Rock was formed after millions of years by strong winds and rain, slowly washing away the materials, holding its sand grains together. The rock weakened over time, allowing the natural arch that you see today to form. So eventually, it will grow too large for its support, and this rock will collapse. Now, Atlatl Rock is named after an atlatl, which is a dart or a spear-throwing tool that leverages the thrower's strength to achieve greater velocity. Now, at the top of the staircase, you can see the 4,000-year-old pteroglyphs etched into the rocks by the native tribes. This is about a 1.5-mile hike to the end and back, and Fire Wave was formed about 150 million years ago. First, the ocean floor rose, and in the years that followed, a great shifting of sand and shaping occurred due to the geological process of wind erosion. And after that erosion, it smoothed out this formation and gave us these brilliant colors on this very smooth rock. We also have Elephant Rock near the Lake Mead entrance to the park. And this structure is an absolutely amazing, odd-shaped natural sandstone arch that resembles a mastodon trunk. But up close, you can also see the mastodon's body and its legs. Finally, we have the white domes, which are these sandstone formations with brilliant colors. So why are these white instead of red? Well, the stone consists of two units, an upper and a lower. The lower resistant sandstone is tanned off-white in the outcrops but pinkish in fresh exposures. And the upper and less resistant unit consists of alternating white quartz aeronites and red to brown silty sands. Now there's a 1-mile hike to the bottom of White Domes Trail, and that takes you to sweeping desert vistas, a magnificent slot canyon, windows, caves, and the hacienda remains of a movie set from the 1966 movie The Professionals, which was a western starring Lee Marvin and Burt Lancaster. All right, so that's our tour of the Valley of Fire in Nevada. Hope you enjoyed our video. I think this is a good place to come if you have time. All right, have a great day. Bye.